She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
It is yes, it's a free game. It's like a story game. Like as you walk, it tells you a story, and you get to play the story. So that's really fun. Yes.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What the fuck?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara!
He's
Walter,
most likely
what's
still
going on
asleep.
up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I usually don't get on at this time. Me, Lamar, and Dylan usually wake up at the same time. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Yeah. Start beating niggas with crutches. No, it's just one part of the game you get to. It's actually a really fun game. Like as you play the story, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. You just gotta play it. Just choke with it. Alright. Hell no.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barb returned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Invite Terrence.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she...
And wait, did I get down or something? Guys. Wow, I'm so mad. I died because I was invited. Swear, bro.
Did he even get on?
I don't know, but I think I either haven't deleted or he deleted me or something.
I can't see his name either.
I don't see him on either. Did I delete him? Your ball tail?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
You killed the guy for you. I'm lucky that guy didn't. If I'm staying in the storm, I'm gonna get my loot. This guy's just killing people, huh?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
You guys are, look at me. You have more meds, CD? I have more meds. You have more meds. So, Beast, I'm so mad, bud. I died because I was trying to invite you and I couldn't find your name. Hey, yo, Dede.
Yeah,
Why did you put on music?
I don't fucking know.
You do it. That's all right, bro. So you feeling that?
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement. Only one restaurant would deliver to our house. We had Chinese a lot.
I don't use that. You don't take payment. No, you don't. I might not do it.
Maybe I should go check out that music box down by the basement. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I see the enemy. You're having the right to use.
It's crazy.
There was one guy. I don't know why they pushed this thing. Yeah, he like kind of ran. Probably hoping we were mad, bro. For the same shit.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I had 9 damage. You try to finish. Oh, maybe try to finish. What? He finished me. Teammate. I've got finished twice again. Oh, we're about to zone 2, dude. Come on. Can't catch a break this game.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Can't catch a break.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Go to my bike.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Bro, this game's story's kind of lit, bro.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can. I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one real day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Wow. He got hit with a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Well, yeah, I'm glad, but I'm kind of upset that they keep playing off.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one. Three of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Not quite.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. Let's see. Maybe. then.
So what do I take this?
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Yeah.
Dad, I...
Just breathe.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive... Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yo.
This is truly something that was rejected because I do believe it was a pitch that Josh had for the more on. This week you tasted steaks from different chain restaurants and croutons, and you could have tasted this, but you're gonna get
Outback and ribs are the only thing keeping basketball relevant. No, thank you guys. And for the record, I know it's not no rules, just
This nigga. Lamar, you dumb as hell.
Yeah, he's like a mixture of a bunch of characters.
What?
You dumb.
Yeah.
Isn't Jew so fucking annoying?
Yeah, so kick him out.
What a god he is. Man, there's no hate, but like.
You're just a slave, nigga. We don't like you. No.
Gonna shove my PB up your ass.
We Americans are scared of you scarf-headed bitches. You turban-ass niggers. Huh? Nothing.
Wait, tell me the card name, because I probably have it. I have a bunch of expensive.
Oh, y'all heard that? He said he worked for the cartel, bro.
Oh, if it's a fucking Japanese Charizard, I don't want it. I already have like 7 of them.
That nigga's a Mexican drug lord.
No!
The baby died?
Wait, who's this?
Divorce contract.
So I assume I'm doing a Jenny with Blue Jack. Not Blue
Dear
Jack,
Kay,
I'm killing myself. I'm sorry.
Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
I'm sorry! I didn't mean to!
This
Because
game
I'm
is
used to playing
getting
with Blue Jack on
interesting.
this game.
I think he saw things. the
I
rest of
wonder
us
if it's a
don't.
ghost face. Wait, who's gonna be the survivor?
Oh.
Who would be the survivor if it's Ghostface?
Is Ghostface gonna come with a survivor or no?
I'm a frog. Oh my god, I'm a frog.
What do you mean? They'll probably have a survivor who can counter him.
Over, Gregory.
You finished it?
Over here. You wanna use Jenny over here, Blue Jet? I mean, fucking OG. It's right here, it's right here. I'm sorry, I'll officially stop. I'll try to stop. He ran pretty far. Next to water tower. I just blew the Jenny. over here, there's another Jenny.
What is world?
We're next to wood.
Oh yeah! Yeah!
You know that's a Jenny right ahead of us that I actually blew. Wait, what do you mean?
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Okay, yeah, you work on that Jenny, I'm me and Zero work on this one. I'm gonna move my Gatorade bottle.
It sure made him happy.
Yo, this is the best part of the game.
The Trapper's Mori should have been where he takes out his trap and put it on your leg. Or like put it on your face or something.
The part where you playing as the frog and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
I know how silly it sounds.
That's cool.
Bubbles!
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him.
I wish I could see stuff like this baby.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
Why is this baby so special?
I know you did everything.
No! She let the water out.
I'm recovering.
Maybe.
Abby, come pick me up, come pick me up, come pick me up.
Damn it. Oh, no, I don't want Gregory.
I'm recovering. I'm like really close to being done with recovering.
About the world we saw.
The water back on.
Heal me up, and then we'll heal you. Heal me up, and we'll heal you.
Oh, she turned it off.
You look like the new
Oh,
Fortnite.
he's
Oh my.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Is that how he died?
About everything.
That nigga drowned.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too.
I lost on
Good
my
luck,
thing.
Kay. Love, Sam.
I'll do it. I'll finish it real quick. I'll finish it real quick because it was almost done, Zero. I'll just finish it alone, then I'll go heal.
That's
I
crazy.
finished it.
Man. That nigga drowned.
Bro, he put one right in front of, Dan, he has traps everywhere. I gotta start crouching. Nice. Bro, I can't get out. I can't get out.
Yet. A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Our father never pit us.
It's because
kids,
we're playing
at
with
least
like,
not
we're
very
playing with,
hard.
it's because
Before
you're
the
such
day
a
my
high
mother
rank.
said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Did he face cam me? I'll go grab you once I, finish heals up. Stu. Yeah, he's been hitting me in some of those. He's been
My father made
hitting
him
me.
come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
I'm doing a Jenny. I'm doing a Jenny by Shed. Because OG saved you right before you got in struggle, remember? I'm working on the Jenny near Shed.
I tried
tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
What's the next set of words, nigga?
I'm gonna finish this Jenny Jude because once I finish this.
Words.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him
Because
to
I
come
don't
here.
want to go near you because he's
But
probably
Gus declined,
proxying,
and as a
right?
sign held up his
So
middle
that's how he's
finger.
been going on with everyone else. Like,
That we could put up.
I'm about to finish it. You're going a little bit. You're doing a little bit better
Wind
with your
picked up,
struggling.
and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Yes.
Poor God.
I'm sorry to hear
Thunder
you.
sounded much too close and full of angry power.
I'm doing a
All
totem
my
like right
father
next
said
to
to
him.
this was, "Make the music louder."
Be careful of traps. That's what I'm mainly scared of. So, which one did you open? So it's right over here. I'll go behind you. Let's go to the feeder. You missed. Let's go!
I wish that I could truly say I thought about
Bro,
you
he's
on
so
that
bad.
day.
Did you
Out
get
there
to
on
go?
the beach alone. Just you,
Bro,
the wind,
Vista,
the sea, and
hop
foam.
on. I don't know,
But
but
I
he did! Bro, I had
Until
a
we
bronze
found
and
you.
3 golds.
Yo, I hate no scope boys.
Ah!
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
He also had nurses calling, but I was healing right next to him like the whole game. He had Deerstalker too, so me hiding in that bushes wouldn't work. Oh damn, Juga, that sucks. Juga's like really high in everything else. He has like everything else in purple, but he hasn't upgraded Technician once. Juga's gotta work on upgrading Technician.
My mom moved up to the loft.
'Cause
after
if
her
you
brothers
fuck up-
died. At the
Sick
time,
goose.
it was as far away as she could get.
10, yeah, it literally says it's the most recent thing.
Religion
Yeah.
was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Vista, you wanna play some Dead by Daylight?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay.
Once I hit 1 million, I'm prestiging. The only problem with prestiging is that I hope I get self-care quick. Because I didn't max out self-care until I started spending blood points in my already level 50.
That's why I need my money.
What happened?
Wait, come on. Your character is saying right now that if you have a 50.
Dylan muted me again? What did I
Yes.
fucking do?
It's because you're on a different game. And in Dead by Daylight, Zero concentrates a lot.
This nigga's dumb. Fuck that nigga.
OG. What I'm gonna tell you now is that once you hit level 50, don't instantly prestige. Save up your blood points to 1 million. So this is what I'm gonna do.
Instead of hiding
once I
from
hit,
death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
and then start using all your stuff. Like, just don't even waste it. You can just run anything you want. I still have an escape gate. I have 700k, so I'm gonna start using them. A bound envelope. I have 25% in every category. What I'm telling you, Zero, is that you should drop something for self-care in that build. Because if you're always running away from the killers... You should also run flashlight with it. Even since they nerf flashlight, try to blind him the littlest bit. It'll get him even more mad. I know, but then you just run away from him the whole game. Oh yeah. That one. Wait, Zero, do you have a bound envelope? It's a green offering. It's like an envelope with something. It's like nope. Oh damn! It grants 25% blood points in all categories to all survivors. I'm running it.
I'm here to help.
I'll be right back.
So for now, I'm just gonna run like I don't know. I'll run this.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation.
Okay, I'm gonna use all my low level offerings
Lewis was
first.
born a year later.
In the boldness category. Zero, invite Bisa.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Zero, it's not working for Bisa. Like I said, I told you, shouldn't have told you to activate
The
my
house
account.
had to get a little bigger, but
Zero, no, it's not
Edie
that.
was
Bisa
used to
can't
that.
play because since you activated the account, it's not activated for Bisa.
And for a while,
Zero told him!
Things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
No, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to let this fight over my
Beginning
account.
at the end
Who
was
activates
Milton's
it?
10th
One of
birthday,
them has to activate it, one of them
when
doesn't.
Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, fuck my head. To both of his accounts. Wait, why don't you just game share OG? Stuff?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm ready to go. OG, you could. Oh no, I forgot he's playing music. Gosh, really darn it, OG. I always say that.
No, ain't no way. I never changed it up.
What, you, Zero, don't I always say gosh, really darn it? Gosh, really darn dang darn done it. No, you never said that. You said silly goose, and I started saying gosh, really ding darn done it.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
And I've been saying gosh, really ding darn done ding darn done it.
How did Milton die?
You sound like a riggedy
Nigger,
retard.
oh my god.
What?
He's an insane nigger.
Mom spent months.
You sound like a nigger, nigger.
You underestimated my raggy, Scoob. You've underestimated my raggy,
Mom didn't
Scoob.
want getting out.
You underestimated my inner raggy.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Wondering in my fright, Scoob. Ultra Instinct Shaggy?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Damn, Lewis smoked a lot of weed.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
You've underestimated my inner Raggy, Scoob!
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
You underestimated my inner Raggy, Scoob!
He kept working at the cannery.
Oh, we can't be friends no more. I wasn't moving when you said that. Oh! Got that great! Oh, it's Wraith. Working on Jenny where Wraith is. Oh, gee, I'm working on that Jenny. You know what I messed up on the Jenny. Dang. I'm hoping this race doesn't camp. Is he camping or no? Doing Jenny next Ramon. It's next to a hook. It's in between a bunch of trees. It's on like the other side of the map from where we do the hook. Sue, you scared me, Zero. That's why I messed up. You scared me. Kind of. No, they're all thoughts. No, this isn't a white girl, this is a tranny, so I'm kind of okay with it, but not fully. I didn't come over to the Jenny then, I thought. I'm here.
Oh no, I got lots of habit. Sometimes I get lost in my thoughts.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna Jenny. dangerous spot on this Jenny.
Wonder.
It honestly makes me uncomfortable. Bro, that was a great, but it gave me a good. Follow me. I don't have dark sights. I took it off for, what's it called? I took it off for narrow time, and then I took off borrowed time for lights. Okay, now probably give up.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
He's chasing the random.
Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Or being on the other side of the map on a Jenny I was working on, and then me and OG got caught on it.
Then something moved. Bats.
Sometimes when I do a bunch of Jennies, after I do like 4 Jennies in a row, or like 3 or 2, my hands get a little bit sweaty. My arms. Because I'm concentrating hard on getting this Jenny done.
He knew it was all in his head.
I swear, I feel like these lights, I used to think that they
He took
go
it very
off
seriously.
or they start going off a lot more.
I had hoped he'd
Where'd
find
you
himself.
go? He is?
But he found
Okay, I'm gonna heal
something new.
Claudette. Actually, no, Claudette, come over here. You wanna heal Claudette?
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the
I don't
cannery.
understand why he didn't come with us.
I spoke with his boss,
He's going after her. Let's just do the Jenny.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Apparently.
Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Claudette, I don't think you
So I let him go on.
Yeah, I know, it's just we're in low ranks right now. Oh my god, he
I
came
even
back!
encouraged him.
Claudette.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
I'm gone. Zoom!
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Is you're watching the
He
Jenny?
built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
No. Okay, what are you doing?
Then he made musicians.
You just wanna go to the other side of the map? I'll do Jenny over here. Call me, I know where Jenny is.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
It's not a trapper, so I'm not scared of anything like that.
And he was always humming something.
You want to go damage the Jenny? You went back up in the hut. He's running around to your side.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer
I'm gonna go
spoke,
work on the Jenny, okay?
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his
Is he
feet,
coming towards Jenny?
were all in his imagination,
I'm gonna grab his attention. Okay, I grabbed his attention.
so he could do whatever he wished.
Never mind, he's not chasing me anymore. He went after you. I stood right in front of him trying to make him chase me, not you.
He held an election.
I'm
for
gonna do the
men.
other side of the... I'm gonna run to the other side of the map and
And
start
he
working on
won.
the Jenny I was talking about, okay? I found trap
They
door!
begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
I found trap door. It's like in the middle of the rocks near a watchtower, and it's like there's like a weird light thing next to it. It's right behind or it's like on the other side of the map from where we were next to the big tower. Remember that?
It became a game for him.
Where's the Jenny? It's right over here somewhere.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Never mind. I'm back at the
St.
Jenny
Louis.
unit.
He started drifting away from our
Yes,
reality.
I hit my heart now. You just hit it.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Whoa!
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors
Whoa!
of
I'm dead! He knows exactly where I'm at! I'm dead. It's like fucking right next to me.
Handsome Queen.
I couldn't find it. I was at it, but it was not. I think it was someone else. I think it was on like the sides. He's not camping me, I don't think. Nope, he's like proxying.
The
No,
Queen
now
was
he's
on
face
her
camping.
own quest
Not face
for...
camping, but he's proxying me. Hey, what it is? I think he's after our Claudette. I think he saw our Claudette.
Sinister serpents.
No, Claudette don't grab me. I'm gonna get in trouble. No, this is what I get for being on hookworms. Then he's after me, right? Yep. Let's go, Claudette! Yeah! Got me killed. Oh. No, I don't
Followed
have
the
a
sound
gun.
of her.
I've never played Meg before, and I've never bought it. I've never seen it in the shop. Oh! Balance landing!
Silver harp.
Balance landing just saved my ass. I think I lost him.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west
No, I
of the
see
moon.
him. He's right up there. He's heading towards that escape.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
I'm gonna pop heal. Does he have no one escape stuff?
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
I know where it's at. I'm gonna finish heal self, and I'm gonna drop down because my exhaustion should be out, and I should be able to bolt over there.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Give me my heal fully.
In his own eyes,
I go.
he'd become something greater than a king.
Yeah, I escaped. Here's the Jenny that I was working
For
on.
someone who'd never known
that's the
success in
Jenny
the
I was
real
working on
world,
right there.
I think it was
Finally found
overwhelming.
Thank God
And then it struck him.
that
But the real
if I
Lewis
wasn't on
was
that
not
hook
the
and I was
one
on
chopping
any other
sand,
hook and I couldn't
but
pop
the
my
one
balance landing, I would
climbing
have
the
been dead right
steps
there.
of a golden
Balance
palace.
landing is the only thing that got me out of that. Let's go! I got a point! It's been so long!
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
There was no point in that. He just doesn't use it. He just
Began to
thinks,
forget the world we know.
Why not? Is it...
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Is there something to tell you where everybody's at, or only in a certain range? Okay, within a 20 feet. Game.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
I have like the worst chair to play video games in, but I still do it. I'd rather play on my bed.
I still thought I could save him.
Oh yeah, if you have a better gaming chair, guaranteed to win.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
I remember one time I was 1v1 my friend at like Fortnite or some shit, and I was playing this shitty chair. I lost. I grabbed my brother's gaming chair because he got one for Christmas. Got all night and clapped it. I said it's all the gaming chair.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
I wasn't even joking. That happened. I'll be back.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising me. His crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
When is Bisa gonna join? Ah, shit. Oh, yeah. Wait, do we have this?
Cool.
Claudette?
I wish you could have met him.
Were we? I might run Engineer's Toolbox just because I don't feel like it. I'll run some pretty good perks on it. Run instructions and I don't care. Oh no, I'm gonna. Okay, I was gonna run Hacksaw because I want to sabotage. Whee! Wait. Ah, shit. I'm saving my escape cake till I'm at 800k.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Yeah.
Damn, now we ignored it.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Just turn off your mic. Just turn off your mic. Just turn it off. Yeah.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Fuck!
Maybe
I spawned right next to a Jenny though. Oh shit.
But it had
they
to
have a hex room.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
With hex ruin? At least he's countering Jenny Rush by running hex ruin. Damn. I barely got past that vault. that's how he found me. Yeah. I did it! Fuck, bro, I swear, running bolt doesn't go fast enough sometimes. By the way, don't heal in Dream World. It's very dangerous. It tells them where you're at. Sarah, where are you? I need you to wake me up. I'm like near library. I'm in library. Still setting off crows like fucking madman because I don't even know where they're at. I'll see you, see you, see you. Right here, right here, right here. I need you to wake me up because if I heal while in dream. Heal. Oh shit. I found a totem. I didn't find hacks, but I found a totem. Bro, all we need is the hex. Wouldn't be surprised if he's running nurses calling.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
This haven't been on hook yet.
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Whoa, where the pallet? No, the pallet didn't spawn in there.
the power had been shut off.
I lost him by hiding in the bush.
Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that
Zero, where are you? I need to wake me up. Oh shit, he found me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he found me. Oh, well, I'm not near that area though.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
How'd he hit me through that? Oh, god damn it. OG, I didn't know you were there.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your
I've been looking for it the whole time, and that's why I've died every single time.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you.
I'll tell about how easy it is to find. I find it.
This is about what happened on the night you were born.
I might start running slippery meat.
That night,
No
the
homo.
tide went way, way out.
Is it not gay because we're talking about the Dead by Daylight part? Or is it still gay?
It was the first and last time
How do you wake yourself
ever
up?
saw the old house aground.
Oh. I didn't really do it like that.
Ah!
No, I know. I thought he was talking about like he's crouched or some shit. Like, fuck it. Let's go. Now let's fucking Jenny rush. Zero. Oh, I thought you popped it. that happen? You do. You have to be in the motion of running. You can't like turn on one. You can't turn on it. It's dumb. They should never have added Freddy. He's just so annoying. It's just when he runs Hex Ruin. Oh, I was coming to grab you. Oh, shit, he's on there. Zero, did you get Hex Room? Did he get... Zero, where's the Hex Room? Where's the Hex Room? Oh, I thought you said he found it. Coming. Zero, hiding in this bush always works. He doesn't know where it is. I've hit him like 7 times to lose him. All I can rely on to not lose rank is by saving you off of hooks. That's all I can rely on.
Smelled awful.
Oh shit, no, he's on me. Actually.
You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Ooh, 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 ooh. How'd you hit that?
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in.
It didn't pull down. No, I pressed R1, but it made me start self-care for a second. That's the one problem with self-care, is that when you try to, throw down pellets sometimes it makes you self-care. I wish you could change the buttons for it. I would rather throw down pallets with the D-pad than have it fucking inverting my controls. There's no need for that. Our teammate got the Hex! No, you did! Of course, now we get the Hex.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten ever existed.
I don't remember. I think that was my second time on her. Damn.
But when I saw
somebody hit those 2 greats in a row?
Like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Wow, Mom's a bitch. Not my mom.
Is he? I don't know. I'm about to finish another Jenny. Whew, that was a quick one.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
I hope.
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Shit, Zero, you're up in there. I need to fight.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Tyranny's law is fucking scary.
A few years went by.
I'm working on Jenny 2 and it set off a curl. I gotta go.
My mom didn't like to talk about it,
Yeah, I can finish that Jenny.
but she started getting sick.
No, I turned
a
off Dark
lot.
Sense.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
I don't think so.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
I don't set off that crow, Zero. Goddamn, we gotta go.
The last Finch left alive.
I know that's how it works. In that one spot, it just sets it off, even because you stop, you uncrouch when you
Until
start
I found out about
Jenny.
you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our
I don't
eyes
hear it anymore.
and
Streetwise
appreciate
is
how
so good
strange and
when you're going
brief
against a
all
Freddy,
of this
though,
is.
with Spies of the Shadows. You just fucking crouch walk so quick. Yeah.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
Freddy's just the most
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
We only have one more Jenny we have to do, and
And
the
tell
one
you all
Jenny
these stories
is
myself.
fucking camped by a crow.
But I guess if you're reading this now,
I know.
things didn't work out that way.
It's just that's the one Jenny I know where it's at. I'm gonna go work on it, but I'm gonna work on the one spot where the crow doesn't activate, okay? So I'm gonna have to work on it.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
It's really light. Oh no, he's
Good
where I
luck.
caught it. Okay. I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it. Oh, I saw the crow, but I don't care. I'm just gonna keep working on it. I'm on the side that doesn't get set off. Oh shit. If I got on a corner of the map, it's only one of the corners. I'm about to be 75% done. I'm about to be done with it. Oh shit, that's close. He might put him on the hook like right next to me. I'm almost done with it though. I'm like in the 90%. I just popped a grate too. I'm in 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Done. He knows which one I'm going to. Should I just try to open it? It's getting really loud. He's like right next to me. He got me in it. He got me in it.
I beat the game.
Ah, bro! Like, as soon as I'm in the mode, he somehow pulls the hit.
Wait. No, I didn't get Odin.
I did 4 of the goddamn Jennies. This is gonna be great since I did 4 of the Jennies. He's mad. He knows I did 4 of the Jennies. That's why he fucking hit me. He left me on the ground to bleed out. Yeah. Because he knows I can't crouch, so and there's so many crows in my path, he's just gonna know where I'm crawling to. I'm at one of the escape gates. Now my heartbeat's popping off. There we go. My blood is so annoying. There he goes. Went and grabbed me. I'm gonna get fucking face camped. I know it. I just fucking have the feeling. I just know he's gonna face camp me. And he's putting me right on the hook, like really close to where I was. I was dead on hook. Why would I? Bro, I did like all the fucking Jennies practically. I did not deserve that. If I fucking lost rank, if I didn't gain any rank out of that from doing all the Jennies, yeah. Say, if I escaped, I would have went up 2, but still, I gained rank. I did like all the Jennies. Deserve the game rank. He does? I wouldn't even know I was taking it away. So wait, how do you get rid of Bloodwood? I forgot. What? You must not have it maxed out. Oh. Just the jump. But I did all of the Jennies, bro. I'm mad. I do like everything for the fucking team, and this is what I get out of it. No, but
yeah.
I did like
yeah.
I read an engineer
the
toolbox
game,
too.
man.
OG was the one who ran Escape Game.
But who the hell is Odin?
No wonder he knew. You guys ready to believe it? Oh, I still have some brownie left.
A lot
Almost
of
at
this isn't going to
800K.
make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.